Hello there. How's everybody this morning? Hope everybody is doing well. Welcome back to the long dark survival mode, Stalker difficulty. And what am I doing? We are still in Pleasant Valley. We have a dead bear to hunt down. We have things to manufacture. Good morning, Pseudo. How are you? And I can't remember what else I was supposed to do, to be honest. I am tired. Good morning, Danny. So, anyway, the best way to find out what I'm supposed to be doing is load the game up and see what happens. I half expected disaster, to be honest. It's been going so well. And I think I have cabin fever, don't I? Yes, I do. Wonderful. And I seem to be running out of water. Do I have any water lying around? I do not. I need firewood. That needs to be melted. And I think I picked up all the water here. Did I pick up all the water from upstairs? I really don't know. Brain is not at full speed yet. Nope. Morning, Peanut. Oh, yeah, you're gonna still be at work, aren't you? There's a blizzard outside, as I remember, which is seriously going to hamper me. Okay, there's my venison. It is not a great day for wandering around. Although, look at that. I am seriously not cold. That needs to be fixed. Those are good. Still got the mucklucks. 22 centigrade. Warmth bonus is nice to have. It does not look like very good weather. What am I doing here, you may ask? I am going to take a nap. And hope that things improve, which they have. Yay. Okay, so what we're looking for is rabbits and a dead bear. I'm not sure I necessarily want to harvest the bear completely, but I do want the skin. So let's see. I killed the bear yesterday, which is Monday. Which means I don't have to worry about it respawning until Thursday or Friday. In principle. I also need firewood. Good heavens, there are still rabbits out here. If anything got picked... Oh my goodness, look at the rabbit situation. Wow. Okay, so...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, 4 rabbits. Let's do this. It's just easier for me to pick them all up and just put them all down again, I think. Oops. Bit of an excessive run there. Oops. There you go. Sorry, brain is not as functional this morning as I would prefer. Alright, where did Mr. Bear go? I can hear crows, and I ought to dig out the revolver, as I'm pretty certain I heard crows. I definitely heard crows. I can still hear crows. You know what I might do? I might just gallop back, drop the rabbits off. Where did it go? So hopefully this is the last day I'll be doing the long dark at 5 AM in the morning. To be honest, doing it at 9 AM seems to be more successful. In terms of viewership, it'd be good to get back to that. Although strangely, my most popular Warframe live stream was actually done at 5 AM. Which was then followed by my most successful stream, full stop, at 9 AM. So I'm just going to dump the rabbits here and then go back, pick up firewood, see if I can't find Mr. Bear. Come on, I've never lost a bear yet. Well, that's not entirely true, but I lost one because it despawned in Bleak Inlet after I shot it, which did not make me happy. Ah, is that it? No, that's a rock, I think. Any suspicious blobs? No, this is not what I thought. I know the bear cave is off to my left somewhere. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can find the bear cave. Let's see if I can remember where it is. Didn't drop dead on the field somewhere, did it? Who was it that pointed out that using snares works rather differently than actually shooting rabbits? Was it Load Tree? Because it turns out they were absolutely correct. I swear my own limited experience seemed to indicate that you could denude a rabbit area by snaring them, but given the number of rabbits I've hauled out of that one area, obviously I'm wrong about that. There's the climbing area, so the bear cave should be nearby. Let's see if I can remember where it is, and I think that's it, isn't it? Oh, there's a deer. Nope. Bear didn't die in here. That's irritating. Okay. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Tell you what, even though I know the bear's dead, actively hunting out its cave is still somewhat nerve-wracking. Another rabbit spot over there. I think tomorrow, as in tomorrow in the game, is my last opportunity to try and find it. So what I have to hope for there is clear weather and crows, because this is frustrating. It's one of the trading cards that I've earned, and I thought, you know what, I might as well use them. I don't know how you earn trading cards. I don't know what you do with them. But it seemed appropriate. Alright, let's grab some firewood.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I've got enough for water, which is what I want. Oh. No, that'll be the crows going home, won't it? Oh, grief. You don't know this, but that rabbit just appearing right there. Yeah, gave me a moment. Oh, this is genuinely irritating. I've never just lost a bear. I've always been able to find them. I had a moment there, but of course they found the wolf carcass right on my porch. Yeah, I don't know what you do with trading cards in Steam, and I don't know how you earn them, but I've got 3. One is the bear, I think one is a wolf, and the other is Methuselah, I think, from Wintermute. Oh no! That's not a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
water thing. I suppose. It is nice to have a halfway decent chance of lighting a fire. Oh. Oh, that's good to know. I'm pretty certain I have some more cans. Do I have some more cans? I do. No, I don't. Could have sworn I had some more cans hanging around places. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, don't have anything. Okay, so 14, 14, 15, and 29. I suppose the lesson to be learned here is always save your cans. Because now I can...
gonna need to rest soon.
That was badly organized. Yeah, I'm not selling my trading
Come
cards.
on,
I
little
mean,
fire.
if
Come
it's
on.
only a few
Wonder if I
cents,
can
what's the
drop any
point?
of this gear.
I mean, to be honest with you, I grabbed them as screenshots, so... Nope. I have never cooked up so much water in one go in my life. That was probably worthwhile. Let's go and that'll keep me busy. Go sleep outside. And of course, I've got to make the bearskin coat.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, I forgot to drop off the... Never mind. Oh, I've got to fix that. Oh. Huh. I just caught my OBS screen out the corner of my eye. It was black, and for half a second I thought something had gone horribly wrong. Did you survive your bear attack, Danny? Oh, good. Were you actually mauled, or were you able to skedaddle? Oops. Well, that should sort out my... Okay, that's alright. I've been gambling with the bear meat thing. This entire time.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
Yep, you certainly did, Astrid. Okay. Oh, this is promising. If there are crows there, there might be crows over there. It's not even that coupled, which is good. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, dropping off stuff. And to judge by the lack of despawn of that wolf carcass, Mr. Bear should be around somewhere. That's deer hide, that's wolf. Oh, I'm short on cloth, aren't I? Brain's not working. I keep thinking that's a deer hide. Something else. Alright. My water is not bad. I've got 4.5 liters behind me. Let's drop that. I wish they'd let you eat the fat, to be honest, as disgusting as that sounds. So, we know crows are working because I got some there. So, let us now dash back over this way. And see if the crows are going to cooperate over here. And you can see those for some distance, so... Yep, okay, so... I can see them from quite a distance. Mind you, it occurs to me I could see the crows last night when I got home. Please don't tell me the bear died and then despawned. That would not be fair. Now, I don't know the limit of this creature's territory. I mean, we know that it comes across this area. Now, I know there's a moose that spawns sometimes off in that direction. I'm not sure if you can see it from the road. Yeah, it's around that corner up near the waterfall, I think. So I'm not sure the best way to try and find this thing. The funny thing is, to my ears, damaged as they are, sometimes Astrid panting sounds like crows. which is a little disconcerting. If I've learned one lesson from this particular run, it is use snares to go after rabbits, don't try and hunt them. Unless you're really, really hungry. Yeah, I think my imagination is playing tricks on me because I swear it sounds like I can hear crows. You know, that looks almost like Minecraft, where you put a mod in it. Unfortunately, you can't make Minecraft look like this. Bit of a shame, but you can't. No, not really. You could probably get an approximation, but the trees wouldn't work out the same. Yeah, I think I've come too far. So, if it's not here and points that way, let's... Oh, that is irritating. Remind me not to shoot the bear near the road again. It seems to give it more opportunities to escape. Oh, that is... really infuriating. The shadow made me think something was approaching me there.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Ooh, boy. That's not good. Actually, it's not too bad. I'm just going to see if I can pick up my rabbits. This is something I wouldn't have dreamed of doing at one point. Okay, I'll settle for 2 rabbits. Where's it gone? There it is. Right. And if I head in this direction, I should encounter the sunken road or the power lines and just follow it home. I hope. Yeah, and there's the power lines. Wouldn't want to try this at night. There's the barn. Yep. But given my warmth bonus, it's not that huge of a risk, I don't think. I just don't want to run into wolves. And there's
Sure getting cold.
there's the car, and there's the house.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Start the slow crawl back into the house. I think I got enough rabbit skins. She's not too tired. Place looks weird without the table there. Right. I need to sharpen up that hunting knife. Oh no! That is not desirable. Is it a rabbit skin hat?
I'm not going to be able to carry this
Because
load
it
for much
always
longer.
distresses me when I have my rabbit skin hat savaged.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Drat! You don't want your rabbit skin hat savaged. Where's my can? So I can get rid of that. Okay, 10, 10, 20, okay. Oh, I see Twitch is giving me the usual rubbish. Thank you, Twitch.
Can you eat trees?
Right. We are getting somewhere. Oh. Let's drop my multiple kilograms of that. And I'll go put the remaining stuff outside, blah blah blah, so on and so forth and what have you. I'm a little irritated at Warframe, by the way. I know
Much gear.
everything I did in Warframe I did with my eyes wide open, but I don't like that I'm now trapped into doing the current series of quests, and I can't get out of it. But hey, you know, it's I hate to use the expression "it is what it is" because I truly despise that expression. But my choices, I guess. And they are kind of interesting. It's interesting to see the games from the perspective of some of the other participants that up until now you have primarily taken apart with a pointy stick. I mean, now I've got more sympathy for the Grenier, having played one. Carl 175. And this evening I can only assume I'll finish the next one. What's his name? Viso R, I think it was. Hopefully I'll get that done this evening. I'm not going to do these quests off camera. I'll do them all on camera, so it'll take me a few days before I can get back into the whole beat things to death with an expensive pointy stick aspect of the game. Or the dress-up part of the game. Warframe, violent dress-up. Ah, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Probably. I don't know. I didn't drop my rabbits off, did I? Oh, that should give me enough rabbit skins to last me 5 minutes. That's not cured. That's getting there. Did I? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Did... Oh, there it is. Wondered where my other deer hide went. Not too bad. And you'll notice Mr. Wolf is still here. Oops. Yeah, I don't... It's bad enough that I'm eating that lot. Don't know why I'm crouching. Don't want to crouch. Two more rabbits. And what looks like a ruined snare. Or maybe not.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
What? Oh. Where did that... Did I pick that rabbit up? I thought I had two. Hmm. Never mind. I must be... I did have two. And I have two rabbits on me. Okay, so I did pick it up and my brain just had a mental seizure. Don't grow old. Things like that will happen to you. Not quite sure how you're supposed to achieve that result, but... How far did that bear go? I really don't like the idea of losing that skin, but the good news is it'll respawn in a few days, and I can shoot it again. This time I'll do the... Oh, good for you! I'm glad someone's having better luck with bears than I am. Alright. Making full use of the award I got yesterday. 25% less calories for galloping. I have to admit, I'm wondering sometimes if the reason I've lost, say, deer, is because they despawned. Because I didn't stay with them until they actually were confirmed dead. But it did show, 3 bears killed. So strictly speaking, the body ought to be around somewhere. Oh. There's my favourite local wolf, who has certainly had a good chance of smelling me. I stink like a ferret, which is unfair to ferrets because a clean ferret does not smell appalling. One of the more interesting experiences I had was where I lived in Tucson, Arizona, to be precise, Oro Valley. And I happened to be visiting the manager's office for some reason. I can't remember why. It was something innocuous. And a little girl was in the office with her pet ferret. And I swear that thing was as intelligent as many dogs, and probably as playful, if not more playful. It was an education in the intelligence of ferrets, because it was playing hide and seek.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
And hiding behind my legs. And so this little animal was obviously having fun. Its owner, its friend, the little girl, was having fun. And it was happily gamboling around the public area with this little girl. And like I said, it actually at one point, literally came round behind me, hid behind my legs, and then stuck its head out in that whole, oh, let's see where the little girl is. That was entertaining. But the intelligence part came when it was time for the girl to leave. All right, up to this point, she'd been chasing this ferret around. Yeah, so it's time to leave. And the ferret realizes this clearly and just stops playing and lets the little girl scoop up her ferret and walk off. It was quite remarkable. I mean, I've seen dogs be less cooperative, and cats. And this ferret realized, okay, time for play is over. Let's go home. Off they went. And the ferret was almost as long as the little girl. Well, not quite, but I mean, it was a case of, wrap her arms under his little armpits and haul this animal away. As a display of practical intelligence and situational awareness, she didn't say anything that I recall. It was just now her demeanor said, we've got to go home, and the ferret was, picked up on the cue, realized what was going on, off they went. I was quite impressed. What we're going to do is go out to the back porch.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I'm sure there are cats who could be as cooperative. But, yeah. I think I've got enough wood to last me a while. Let's go and make sure I've got enough meat to last me a while. So. Where's the screen door? There we go. I'm surprised I haven't had a timber wolf attack yet. Excuse me, I just got to remonstrate. Excuse me, I just need to remonstrate with my laptop. There we go. Thank you. Currently watching Rex's Hangar on YouTube, not as I'm doing this. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. This doesn't count as being outside? But it's warmer.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Well, Mr. Wolf has decided that they ought to pay a visit.
I need to find food.
It's a shame you can't make more with the rabbit skins, I have to say. I've said it before. But, I mean, okay, you can make rabbit skin mitts, you can make rabbit skin hat. Why can't you cure them and make leather? You know, just make leather out of it. Cured leather, that's what it is. That would make sense. That you could do that. Why can't you make rabbit skin underwear? That would also make sense. Let's grab my piece of meat for the day. I've never caught so many rabbits in my life. Because in the end, it was easier for me to go hunt them rather than actually set out traps. But apparently that works better. Who would have thought? I wouldn't mind something like that, except that I kind of went off the whole keeping pets thing. Not that I have any objection to it. You know, if you regard your pet as a friend and companion, that tends to be how I tend to think of these things these days. But I really don't have the room.
I'm not sure I can carry this more.
And the last thing I need is a a ferret decided to scamper around my computer system. It's too much to trip over, knock over, that kind of thing. So, yeah. But no, every so often I consider something like that. I wouldn't mind a house bunny. You know, one of those big 40-pound Flemish blues. That would be kind of fun. But, not going to do that. Right, in addition to cooking time, it is bladder emptying time. So, more information than you really... Oh, that's an interesting idea. It's possible. I mean, cats and dogs can get along, so it's going to depend on socialization and the nature of the dog. So, no, I don't have any pets. Grew up with dogs. 2 Dalmatians at different times in my youth. We had 2 Dalmatians. One of those was put down because it got violent. I mean, dangerously violent. Then a yellow Labrador. And then we picked up a stray. And I can't remember. The yellow Labrador had to be put down because he started having epileptic seizures. I think that was right. Then a black Labrador. The black Labrador... I can't remember what happened with him. I think he died of an enlarged heart, arguably brought upon by snake bite. And I can't remember everything. But by that point, I'd left home, so... Right. I will be back in a couple of minutes, so I'll see you then. I'm back. The other reason I don't own pets is it's heartbreaking. I think all the dogs that we owned as a kid, they were all ended up being put down due to health conditions. And I can't remember all the details, it's been so long. But I don't want to go through that again. My mother and her husband had a black Labrador, and he just lived on and on and on until his health literally fell apart on him. And she says she will never own another dog because she loved that dog as much as any child, probably. And I don't want to go through that. Ooh, that's this conversation got dark-ish. Oh, I forgot to pick up wood. Yeah, the stray we picked up, he was a wonderful dog. He was essentially my dog. He was as biddable and independent and loving as cancer twice. Well, tumor, then cancer. He only lasted a couple of years, but he was a stray. He had a very rough life. He got a couple of years of nice luxury.
Perfect.
With us. But it's not something I would do again, I don't think. Yes, we get it. Thank you, Pseudo. And I have issues too with some of the breeds that people come up with. What we do to our dogs is, I think, quite cruel in terms of breeding. I mean, look at pugs. They have lifelong serious problems with just breathing. I mean, that's not fair to the dog. I think some dog breeds ought to be just quietly allowed to die out. I mean, it's nothing against the dog, you know. But buying a dog because you think it's sort of, you know... No, precisely. I don't think they are ethical. I think it's a breed that ought to be allowed to die out. Some people probably hate me for saying that, but where's the ethics? Where's the morality in having a dog breed that is going to have breathing problems its entire life? I remember listening to a vet being interviewed about pugs, and he said most dogs hate being intubated, that is, having a breathing tube. Right? He says, in his experience, pugs like being intubated because the first time in their lives they can breathe properly. I mean, that's just, I'm sorry, but that's wrong. So no, I don't think we should continue breeding pugs. It's not fair to the dog. Also, our dog breeds, many of them are so inbred that they get health problems. Dalmatians, they get serious emotional problems. And in our case, both our Dalmatians had serious mental health problems, emotional problems. One of them, like I say, got violent to the point he wasn't safe to keep around. The other one was positively amiable, but every time he would engage in obsessive behavior, like constantly licking the same spot on himself over and over and over and over and over again until it was raw and bleeding, and we had to put the cone of shame on him to stop him from doing it. And that was a regular thing with him. The breeding of, say, Labradors. You think the Labradors looks like a good, healthy breed. It has a moderately long life, and yet the inbreeding has caused problems like hip dysplasia and I think heart problems. And when you look at the descriptions of dog breeds, so many of them have serious problems that are arguably caused by inbreeding or breeding for traits which are unhealthy. It's not an accident that big dogs don't live very long, and they have potential health problems. So I don't really want to encourage that. I really don't. Oh boy, that's depressing.
I need to find a place to rest.
Yeah, I mean, that there is also that issue. I've seen, bully dogs, as they're so called. They can be absolutely wonderful, charming, lovely dogs. But because some idiot thinks it's a clever idea to use dogs for fighting dogs, and then don't take proper care of them, and yeah. I don't know what the cat situation is like from the point of view of breeding. But I mean, people do some really silly stuff potentially with dogs. Wolf dogs, right? Wolf dog. I don't know how healthy a breed they are, but in potential, because they're closer to their original genetic predecessor, a wolf, they're probably quite healthy. But you're reintroducing wild traits back into a domesticated breed that's not necessarily safe. Half it's now half a wild animal, and wild animals do not domesticate straight off the bat. You've got a wild animal in your house and it may be fine until it's not. Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. They do have some really stupid decisions about cat breeding. Flat-faced cats, cats with no legs or little tiny little legs. Oh, they're cute. Let's breed them. No, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Is it kind to the cat? But a lot of people don't think about that. Sorry, I'm getting irritated. Yeah, then that's another issue. I mean, then you've got in the cat breeds, cats are interesting because somehow they're still really they go feral so easily. Mind you, dogs do as well, to be honest. But now you've got these people who are crossing cats with things like servals. It's a wild animal. Or savannah cat. Is it savannah cats? And because it's pretty. And yes, they are undeniably magnificent, but do you really want half of, a cat that is essentially half wild? Why not just go out and get a Pallas's cat, or which is a genuine wild cat, or a Scottish wild cat, or something? If you really want an experience with a wild animal, actually you can't just go and get Scottish wild cats. You can apparently get Pallas's cats, but it's a wild cat. And then you get these idiots, and I'm sorry if who they have, for example, taken a puma into their home and it behaves like a big cat. Oh, well, that's nice. Guess what? It's still a wild cat. And puma, or cougar if you prefer, can be ferociously dangerous. So it's nice around you. Great. All you got to do is trigger a wild instinct at the wrong time, and suddenly you've got 120 pounds of irritated chainsaw on legs. You wouldn't if you've got any sense take a lion or a tiger into your home, because yes, they can, if you're very careful, what you're doing. But the moment a mistake is made, you've got 400 pounds of angry cat that can take your head off in a heartbeat. Well, okay, so now you've got a serval cross, or you've got a savannah cat, or whatever it is, on, it's still a wild cat. It's just that when it gets triggered, you're in somewhat less danger than a bigger cat. That's not necessarily ethical. Yeah. Okay, I've eaten all my scraps. Okay, is my rant over? I don't know. I mean, when is someone going to decide that, I don't know, trying to domesticate a lynx would be a good idea? Or a bobcat? I'm sure somebody's done it. And TikTok or Facebook watch videos that show these cute animals, acting cute. It's like, no, guys, you've got no idea what the reality is. I mean, you see people doing cute videos of a bush baby. No, you don't want a bush baby in the house. They scream, they pee all over the place, they are up at night, they make a noise. No, you really, really, really don't want to do that. But the video doesn't show that reality. They just show cute animal, and everybody thinks, I'd like one. Same with sugar gliders. Yeah, they're very cute animals, but most people are not prepared with what it takes to look after them. Most people simply can't and shouldn't. I'd far rather see a TikTok showing the reality of trying to keep something like that. I've known, I met a couple of people who kept monkeys. And they actually, brought them out and this kind of thing. And they had a male and a female. And my mother had made toffee or something. Yeah, they haven't brought back direwolves. It's a crossbreed. It's not a direwolf. And the ethics of the company involved are a bit questionable. But the female monkey, I think it was a Javanese monkey. I have not checked to see if that's an actual breed. It was charming. The male got jealous and decided to bite me. I've still got a scar in the web of my hand where it bit me. And that's because a natural instinct in that male monkey just got triggered for a moment, and I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it bit me. Yeah, no, they're not direwolves. It's essentially a crossbreed, but it's not a direwolf. Yeah, it's a mixture. It's a publicity stunt, but it's not actually a direwolf. Yeah. So yeah, and it's.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
That bear has gone. So I don't like cutesy videos, which try and make animals into something they are really not. I don't like the kind of TV program where they show the presenter actually physically interacting with the animal. Because yes, they'll say things like, "Don't do this, I'm a trained professional." Guess what? People are going to take that as an example and do it. One of the worst offenders that I've seen, and I have not watched some of these programs, is Steve Irwin. Now, Steve Irwin undoubtedly did a lot of good for the animals he loved so much. But he also set a terrible, terrible example about how not to interact with wildlife. You don't go and pick up the snake and say, "Oh, look, what a beauty." Because you know somebody's going to watch that and think, "Oh, that's a good idea, I'll try it." Sorry. I have opinions, as you might have gathered. What am I doing? I could use another deer. Or I could start making a bearskin coat. I've got food. Let's have a quick dash, see if we've got a... Oh! I should also check my traps, shouldn't I? Seeing as I seem to be primarily living off rabbit at the moment. I have mixed feelings about bringing back extinct animals. As much as I'd love to see something like a moa or a mammoth, the world that we live in now is not the one that they lived in. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Last time I saw 4 wolves together like that in this region, it was a timber wolf pack, and I am not running around with... I don't want to get into a timber wolf fight without me dictating the terms and conditions. Or are they just regular wolves? Nope. Come on, come on, come on, run, 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 run. You're gonna regret this. Oh, it's not a timber wolf. I mean, there's a part of me that would love to see the Jurassic Park situation where they bring back dinosaurs, but it would be a profoundly bad idea for the same reason. This isn't the world that dinosaurs, I say, are used to. You know what I mean? Then. And the other, I say the other problem about bringing back extinct animals is, okay, let's suppose you successfully bring back, let's say you bring back a moa, that big flightless bird from, what's it, New Zealand? Right, great, you brought back a moa. In order to have a viable breeding population, you're going to have to get DNA samples that you can use for the purposes of bringing back from multiple different sources, as many sources as you can get, because you've got to have genetic diversity. Because if you only have half a dozen moas and then they start to breed, now they're inbred, and then you've got more problems. Is that fair to the animal in question? In fact, you have potentially the same problem with, let's suppose you got DNA samples from polar bears and tried to sort of clone them, bring them back. Now you've got, what are you going to do now? Now you've got a limited captive bred population, and if you start breeding them, you're going to get inbreeding problems. What are you going to do? Release them back into the wild? I don't know. Sorry, Mr. Wolf, but you did come onto my porch.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Well, my wolfskin's coat has gotten sustainable. So am I going to go back out and brave the local wolf population that has decided now is a good time to make its presence felt? The second time that's happened. Still, if I want feathers, I've got feathers here. Aren't you going to make something with the wolf skins and the bear skins? Yeah, that is a dangerously unsustainable situation over there.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Come on, up you get. Yeah, I never got the opportunity to do as much trading as I wanted. I wouldn't mind going back to Coastal Highway and just grinding until I get more stuff off the trader. It's still early-ish in the day. Alright, it's actually been a few days. There's a possibility that deer over this... Oh, and the wolves. Let's see what our situation is over here. Mind you, in nature, you know, there are natural situations that have arisen where the natural wild population is severely inbred. The classic example that immediately comes to mind is cheetahs. Cheetahs are so inbred that technically any cheetah can act as an organ donor for any other cheetah. There was a population bottleneck, I think about 10,000 years ago, which they somehow recovered from, but the result is, yeah, cheetahs are basically significantly inbred. Let's have a look, see what the wolf population is like over here. Well, alright, might be worth let's see if I can do my usual tactic, get them to charge directly at me. That would be my preferred outcome. Nope. I suppose it's too much to hope that I can duplicate my rather spectacular running shot of yesterday. Well, if you're going to go straight to my house... I don't want you going that way because there are wolves over there. What I want you to do is come straight at me, dude. And I can't shoot while crouched. Should have brought firewood with me. Mental note to self, bring firewood on a hunt. Come on. Ah. I would prefer it if it charged at me. I've actually had more luck that way. Come on. That's it. Yay! Well done. Very nice. Yeah. What I ought to do is now go after my rabbits. And that's going to be an interesting challenge with them over there. Oh, there's 3 of them. And they are going to find me if I pick up those rabbits. I guarantee it. So, let's see if we can pick a fight under my terms. Done this before. Bit far away to easily grab their attention. I'm a bit smelly. Well, I was actually intending starting building the bearskin coat, but apparently that's not happening. Ah, we have an aspect change. Yes, we do. Let's see if we can whittle down their numbers a bit. Ooh. Yes, come on. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can bow hunt a wolf. Scaredy cat. Well, scaredy wolf. Oh, of course, yes. I've got a wolfskin coat on, haven't I? He'll be back. Yes, you will, won't you? And I'll probably never see that skin. At least I didn't lose the arrow. So now the question is it safe for me to go after my rabbit supply? And the simple answer is no, it's not. Need to thin down the pack. What am I got? That's... oh, yes.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Of course you can. You can carry a lot more. It's not a problem. We've done it before. It's... whoa. Oh, yes, I've got... still got too much meat on me. Yep. Alright, let's... I don't like where they are. I really don't. I should not be doing this. I really should not be doing what I'm about to do. Yeah, because now they are very close to my rabbits.
I think I need to lie down.
No, I don't know. Objects in the corner of your eye. Oh, that's odd. I don't think... oh, I've got one. Is it worth picking it up? And yep, wind is going in exactly the wrong direction. drat. Drat, and double drat. Yeah, they're following me over there. That's definitely moving with a purpose. Yeah, I really ought to use the revolver, but I don't want to run out of ammunition. Can I run backwards? I can. This is not something I'm in a massive hurry to do in bear territory when the bear's alive. Why don't you go and eat your friend? Or maybe... Well, this is where Molly... I think this is where Molly's husband died, isn't it? Oh. Oh, actually, I'm not too bad situation. Don't know that. I can start a fire.
Man, this pack.
Oh. I could, I suppose, have stood off the walls, but why go to
Man,
ridiculous?
I am too tired to think straight.
Oh, drat. I did not want to do that. I should have harvested the rabbit first. Silly me. Oh well, not too bad. At least I'm warm. And there's a bed around here, isn't there? Yeah. So, I actually now have to start thinking. Oh no, I've got 15 minutes, haven't I? Yeah, I didn't have to get through the night. Yeah, that reminds me, Danny, of being in the Forsaken Airfield. Every time you want to do something, there's a blizzard or a fog, or both. Definitely not going outside with those two wolves out there with an aurora. Oh, excuse me. Poppy burps. Put the city bow away. Thank you. So now, I guess, now that we are not stinky, we'll head back to... And don't forget, you can repair a can opener. Alright. I'm actually going to head back to the farmhouse and essentially bring this stream to a close because it's getting on. And I need to get on with the rest of my day. But like I say, I am very hopeful that I can return to my normal streaming hours. 5 AM in the morning's too early for me. Although having said that, I am known for doing 5 AM war streams. But so with a bit of luck, tomorrow I should be 9 o'clock. Just a bit of luck. So I will say my goodbyes and close down this stream now. Thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. Warframe this evening at the usual time. 7 o'clock British summertime, 6 Greenwich Mean Time, and we'll continue with the Viso R quest. Hopefully we can get that out of the way. I think it comes to an end after we destroy the jackal, but I'm by no means certain. And based on my experience last night, I'm pretty certain I know how to destroy the jackal. Yes, yes. Unfortunately, I am now stuck on those missions, so I can't do anything else until I've gotten through them all. But they did warn me, and I need to do them at some point anyway, so I'm just going to bite on the bullet. And at least now I know what I'll be doing during the live stream. Anyway, I will see you all in about 12 hours. Have a good day. Hug your Kubro. Be kind to your cats. Give Peanut his treats. Be kind to children and other animals. Be excellent to each other. You know the spiel by now. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching.